Welcome to another episode of 4GQ TV. I am streaming in 10,000 kilobytes a second, which was an accident. That's what I usually record in. So, I don't know, maybe that's why my camera is flickering a little bit. And we have, the normal people, the normal panel, and we're going to be joined later by Midway. Hopefully, Mrs. Voorhees pops on. I messaged her, but I'm not sure. But we have, starting all the way to the right of the show, we have Flamish, the potato who blew up the planet. You see the background. What's going on, Potato Flamish?
Well, I'm quite good. Waiting for more explosions. No, I'm okay. Just gaming. The Ascent came out today. So awesome. Played a little bit. Um, Looks good.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely does look good. And then we have Mama Rocks, who is back from holiday, and she's with us today.
Hello.
What's going on, Mama?
Not a lot. I feel like I'm very lost in the world of gaming at the moment because where I've been away, I haven't really kept up with much. I had a little break away and all that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to learning something new tonight.
Yeah, I mean, between PK, who changed himself as a cat lately, and other,
Right? So much has changed.
I know, especially Flamish. He's gotten dangerous lately. He's like a secret agent potato.
He is. It's a hot potato now.
Hot potato. Speaking of hot potato, Adam and Evil's got some flames in the background, which I think he's trying to roast Flamish with. So, Adam and Evil, what's going on, man?
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me again. Awesome. I'm excited. There's some new games coming out for Xbox that I haven't tried yet, although they are downloaded. Can't wait to start some games very soon. Work's been terrible, but glad to be here, and I'm happy to talk about whatever we talk about tonight.
Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be one of those episodes where we have a couple topics and derail a little bit and let Lemon chime in from the chat and tell us that we're wrong or that we're right. Usually he tells me I'm right and Flamish is wrong. So I like that. Thanks, Lemon. Thanks for that backup, buddy. And then we have PK, who is not a cat today. Instead, he is Static Shock Letters with PK Entertainment. What's going on, PK?
Hey, what's happening, guys? Yep, today's a long day, but hey, I'm here. I had to bootleg my setup today. Don't judge me. But glad to be here with everyone, and let's get a conversation going. Let's do it. Let's get into these topics.
Yeah, absolutely. First thing I want to do is actually turn on those famous alerts for Flamish that he's driving a race car in case anybody, follows the channel, subscribes, etc. But, so, I mean, one of the biggest topics right now is the PlayStation 5 SSD. It seems very complicated for the average consumer, I think. And I mean, really, for the average consumer, it doesn't really sound like an easy project to take on. And this is where it's not really consumer friendly. I know PK has a lot of thoughts on this, and I think it starts at like 275 for the official PlayStation 5 SSDs. Hopefully, somewhere later along the lines, somebody figures out a better way, or makes cheaper SSDs for the PlayStation 5. Everybody complain about the Xbox expandable storage, but this is way worse and not super friendly at all. So, PK, I'm gonna let you take it away and talk about how much you love this of what they're doing. Yeah, go ahead, PK. Tell us all about it, buddy.
Um, so it looks like Seagate was the first ones to come out with what they call quote unquote PS5 compatible SSDs. And they have multiple SKUs. So it's got a 500 gig for 170 terabyte is 275. 2 terabyte is what 570 or something in that nature, and then 4 terabyte is 1,050. Um, the takeaway is they're a little higher than average prices, but if you take a look at the screen there, that picture shows that they have soldered on heat sinks. And reading into, because as of right now, I learned today that they have a beta for people to be in to try the expandable ports. But there's a lot of restrictions and a lot of confusion, to be honest with you. One, obviously, you can't do a regular M.2 SATA. It has to be SS3. I mean, NVMe M.2, right? And it has to have a heatsink. However, can't just have a heatsink. It's got to meet the dimensions that PlayStation has. And then they go in to say, hey, we're not responsible if the performance ain't as good, we're not responsible. If it doesn't fit, we're not responsible. You know, basically, we're just not responsible for you trying out something that we didn't think through all the way. So to me, it sounds really bad for the consumer who has to figure out, do math, especially for the casual guys. I mean, me, I would understand it. However, it's still complicated because it's still higher than normal cost. For, I mean, what, terabyte for a typical terabyte NVMe is like 200, 220, something like that. Average, this is 275, much higher. And then the fact that you got to struggle to try and get one that fits and works, and the fact that they're not responsible for either, that is huge. So sounds like a lot of confusion for the average consumer to try and figure out what to get and how it's going to work, and et cetera, et cetera. Whereas instead of just doing a proprietary model that just works with the inner workings of the hardware, now we got to pick and choose and guess and hope that it works. And it may not still meet the requirements needed for the performance of the PS5 needs to run the games off of it. So I don't know, man. It's pretty weird. And then on top of that, I was looking for actual specs of the PS5 SSD. You can't find them anywhere. The only thing you got is this overview of raw throughput through the IO. That don't tell us anything. That's not a real measurement that we could go by, because that's nothing that SSDs are measured by. We don't have terabyte writes. We don't have read write speed. We don't have anything that tells us the actual stats of this SSD. So what do we got to go off of? I don't know, man. It's super strange and weird.
The Verge has an article, PK, that was updated 6:45 a.m. Eastern time, and it says Sony notes you'll need an M.2 SSD that's PCIe Gen 4 with read speeds of 5,500 megabytes per second or faster, and it has to be Gen 4.
I'm gonna tell you now. The Verge is giving you somewhat of what it says. The actual information from the PlayStation website states that even if it's 550 megabytes, which is 5 gigabytes per second, they can't guarantee the performance. And that's actually pretty low for NVMe. They're, on a high end, if you want to keep up with the imaginary PS5 speeds, the fastest ones out there are 7,000 or 7 gigabits, and they go up to PCIe 4 can get up to 9 gigabits per second. However, that doesn't mean anything because we don't know what the PlayStation could do. So we don't really know if that's even truly compatible. Let me see if I can screenshot what the PS5 actually said, or the PlayStation site actually says, and share it with you. It's really, really not only confusing, but it's like, what? Even for me, I'm like, what? You can't guarantee anything, but you're telling us this is what we gotta do? I don't understand that. Yeah, somebody help me.
Yeah. I don't know if you can. It is very. The marketing message is very confusing. Um, and it seems like, I'm not going to get into any nonsense, but it seems like if anyone else would have done this type of marketing with expandable storage, there would have been a lot of angry posts about it all across the internet, on forums, Reset Error, all those places. The places that nobody wants to go to that's a normal person.
Not to mention, you're required to have a heatsink. Now, typically, PC guys know this, but typically your boards come with it built in for your SSDs. So now you got to worry about that part and worry about your size of your heatsink. So there's a lot to worry about. You got to measure it, make sure it's the right speed, or even they don't really truly have a measurement of what the right speed is. Let's be honest. Because they say we can't guarantee that's what it should be, and that's part of the problem. Here, as I sent you some info over here, but help me out, guys. What do you guys think about this? I don't know if you guys all see this.
Oh boy. I'll start
Tech
here.
is not my speciality.
Not.
I mean,
After you,
don't.
Flammy.
It just
After
goes
you.
right over my head.
So
But you don't have to be be a special for you. It's more or less, if you were to if you had a
Get it.
PlayStation, how would you buy the expansion with all these different things?
let's say what I read, like it's a mess. When you see the PlayStation 5 SSD, they say came at a later date. We're almost a year further. We're like 4 months from November, right? So that's a shame, first of all. So people had to almost wait an entire year to get an SSD extension, right? And it's only beta, it's not even like fully launched. And then on top of that, they don't even know if it's gonna work at this point. So why did they sell it in the first place? Why did they pitch it as a thing that works? And yeah, it's just a mess. Like there's nothing. Like when I see this, I just get confused. And I do know a little bit about PCs, so I'm a little bit more knowledge than the average consumer, because I do know my specs on PCs and SSDs and all that stuff. But for me, it's even confusing. Like, yeah. So what does the average consumer think at this point? They need help. They can't get it anywhere, or they need to talk to a knowledge person, which is not really easy, I guess. Maybe the internet. But yeah, it's confusing. Like it's not good for consumers at all. PlayStation should have done this. Maybe wait a little bit longer till it's tested by a few. So they can give it out to the public at a later date. But this is not how you should launch like a system update or a thing that's in your system. They should have done this another way. This is way too confusing. It's a hot mess.
Yeah, it really is. For us that know about these sort of things, and we obviously we're in the know and stuff. What you mentioned the average consumer there, Flamish. There's nothing advertised as a PlayStation expansion. The average person off the street who doesn't get involved like we do won't know what they're looking for. I mean, I'm sure that the average person on the street thinks they can just plug in a USB hard drive and think, oh, I need storage. It happens. It doesn't look difficult. Tom Warren did a video of how to install such things. It doesn't look difficult, but who's going to see that? I think Sony's failing is not telling the average Joe who don't get involved as we do what the scope is. I mean, there's nothing even advertised as Sony storage, is there? It's just a case of, yeah, guess what? This is what you have to get. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Probably not the most convenient of selling issues. how many of their hundreds of millions of supporters follow all the things we do on Twitter? I can imagine probably maybe 10% of them. So the other 90% are not going to have a clue what the hell they're supposed to do.
So even I want to iterate a little bit on that as well. Like, if you're a really like PlayStation fanboy, right? If you're really someone that loves PlayStation and you want to get this SSD as fast as possible, you get this recommended.
Yep.
And you don't have a PC. You only got your PlayStation, right? Some people do. You're like, put it in. It doesn't work completely how it should be. You're now stuck with an SSD. You can return it, but you open the package, so it's going to be harder to bring it back and all that stuff. That's even a worse scenario than waiting. I mean, I don't see anything good coming from this until there's more information out and there's like, yeah, this SSD works perfectly. Maybe Digital Foundry makes a video about that, or another company, maybe Linus Tech Tips. I'm waiting on those guys. Those guys do know what they're talking about with all that stuff completely. They test out completely, and they get all the parts for free to test it out, or they got them all laying around there. So
I completely agree, but that's you, the people in the chat, the people that do follow Sony and everything that is on Twitter and all the rules and things like that. I'm talking about the 90% of consumers of PlayStation that think, oh, I need some more storage. I'll get a memory card or whatever, because obviously they've had PlayStations going all the way through. Where do they get their information? There's going to be nothing in stores saying this is for the PS5. It might do. It might be PS5 memory eventually. But right now, I mean, it's only for beta people anyway, and they're only testing it. I get that. But my opinion is, what about the 90% of people that don't follow all this news and don't know what they're doing with SSDs and proprietary storage and stuff? Xbox did a plug and play thing, which will probably be expensive for a while. But with having to take a part off the side, install a device, what are the 90% of the PlayStation users going to think about this? That's the thing. It's not so much us in the know, because it does look pretty simple. When you look at Tom Warren's video, it's take it off, couple of screws, in it goes, jobs are good. And we all know how to find an SSD and we can guess the specs, we can compare. But it's the minority I worry about, that, or the majority that don't know about these things. Are they going to be stung when their PlayStation dies because they've bought the wrong thing?
Yeah, also, I want to say something about the PlayStation 5 itself. I tried to open the plates, right? You can take the plates off, and I actually broke one of the pins off while doing that. Yeah, so I was like, what? How is it possible? Like, I took it off gently, how it's supposed to be, like in the corner, you pull it a little bit to the bottom, and it broke. I'm like, okay, so that's gonna be a problem as well, trying to take it off and see that nothing breaks.
You broke a piece of your PlayStation 5?
I broke a small piece that was of my black plates, clowns.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm selling my PlayStation 5 at the same time, so I need to put on the white plates again. And yeah, my black plates, one piece broke. It's still attachable, like it doesn't do anything wrong, but I took $5 off the price that I'm selling it for. So.
You took $5 off the price for a broken plate?
Yeah, it's the plates. I think it's a fair thing. I mean, I'm not selling for exorbitant prices like most people, so I'm selling for a fair price.
Oh,
so
you're
I
selling
think it's
all your
only
games
fair.
with it too, right?
Yeah, a couple of games and stuff, like 6 games, but it's already sold. Tomorrow I'm gonna get it, so I'm excited. Get some parts. I don't see any future in my PlayStation 5 stuff.
So why are you selling your PlayStation 5, Flourish?
I played all the games I wanted to play. I don't want to play more Ghost of Tsushima because I got so many games on Xbox and PC that I want to play. So, and God of War is not coming out till like 2 years, so I'm gonna wait for the new version.
Okay.
And I'm
Wait
gonna
for the
sell it
new
right now.
version. Yeah.
I was just curious because I know you haven't had it that long, and I know you.
But I'm gonna
you're
wait.
mainly Xbox,
I'm gonna
but-
put myself on waiting list after the PlayStation 5 releases, the new one. And I'll just wait for the thing, and after, when a couple of months, weeks, years probably, when I finally get the damn thing, then I'll see if I actually want it. Because I don't wanna, I wanna see become a way better version than this now. It's too much confusion. There's still things that don't work properly, like the SSD slot, and yeah, I just hope it's a better version that they bring out next year. Hopefully.
What's going on, Infinite? Other Zinc says you have to operate on the PS5. I mean, that's true, right? So what they're telling people is this is what really gets me about a product like the PlayStation 5. They brag about selling millions of these things, and then they're like, hey guys, we messed up with the storage, but you know what? We're gonna fix this, and we're gonna give you a beta that you could sign up for right now to test it out for us, in case, because we don't want any responsibility if you mess up your PS5. So you sign up for the beta, then they give you the instructions. Open it, be careful, at your own risk. Install it, and hopefully your SSD works. Not all SSDs are compatible. Now, by accident, if you happen to install an SSD before you updated your software, ooh, that's a messy thing. You have to take out your SSD and then update the system and then put it back in. It's like this thing is something that should not be for the average consumer, at all. And yes, it's terrible, man. It's not good consumer practice. It's almost like you got to be somebody who's technical, like PK or I, that would risk doing something like this and open it up and feel very confident, and then being able to put the whole thing back together. But for the average consumer, the average PlayStation fan, this is a big ouch. Hopefully, the next iteration of PlayStations, they have like a slot where you just slide it in and slide it out, because
Even then, think about it. Check this out. This is one thing we haven't talked about. The fact that the Xbox has a plug and play that integrates with its inside hardware. PlayStation says we can't guarantee it's going to perform. You get what I'm saying? We can't guarantee
Yep.
if it's going to work. We're not liable for anything for you using this slot. That's just on you.
yeah.
You don't see that from Nintendo, and you just slide an SD card, right? And Microsoft knew that this would be a challenge, so they went ahead and did proprietary memory so that they can guarantee it not only works, but works directly, talking straight to the pipe of their IO to their CPU. We don't know I could tell you where that expansion of that drive goes is nowhere close to the CPU or the APU. However, that data gets read and sent to that APU, it's going to be slow no matter how fast the SSD is, just because of how the pipe structure is made. At the end of the day, you got to worry about size. You got to measure your SSD, because you got to make sure not only do you got the right one that works, but you got to get a freaking you got to get the heatsink and measure it to make sure it's not too thick that it will fit in that slot. So you got to do science, math, all on this PS5, and then it could cost more than the PS5 itself.
Yeah.
So true. So true.
It's sad. I wish there was a better way to put this, but it's just sad.
No, it is really sad. It's really sad for a company like this. That it's just they launched the product. It wasn't really well thought out. I'm sorry, but this kind of update wasn't
Yep.
really well thought out at all. And there's just something wrong with that. Gotta be honest with you, man. Gotta be honest with you. They really
It's
need to do a whole reiteration of PlayStation 5. And they're not going to take back the units they already sold for an easier way to install this thing. They're going to let those people stick it out and make them want to buy a new one after all the struggle of just getting one. Man, I just can't believe this is coming from a big major corporation. Where the user base, people buy consoles. A lot of, and I got to be honest about this, right? A lot of people buy consoles because they don't want to have a gaming computer or have to update like they would update a computer. And now they're telling you with the console to update like it's your computer. Technically, I mean, you might as well just get a computer that plays PlayStation 5 and 4 first party titles. I don't. It's just it cracks me up the way that they're doing this. There must be a lot of PlayStation people watching right now. I hope we didn't upset anybody. Mama, would you now knowing this? Would you go out and buy a PlayStation 5 all excited and hop home and be like, "Yes, I can play games on my PS5."
Yes. No, I can't because no, I wouldn't. Not until they sort it out. Then I might consider getting one. But no, not at the moment.
Yeah, this is just bad marketing, bad consumerism. And then to once again, I'm gonna say this, right? I think that Sony is deflecting the popularity. They're deflecting the what is it? Because they're popular. They're trying to deflect the negative news on this SSD issue, and they're trying to go after Game Pass and basically act like it's not sustainable. So I don't know, man. Like it's got nothing else on this except that I just think it's terrible. That's it. It's terrible. It's flat out bad. Everybody agree on that?
yeah.
Yes.
Clowns, you're also botting a little bit the whole time. So
Yeah, you breaking up, buddy.
Well, that might be because I tried to start streaming 2K and updated the bits to 10,000, and because my camera was flickering earlier too. Let me see if I could change the bits down to 5,000. I don't think I can.
I don't think you can while streaming.
Sounds just trying to be fancy.
Yeah, I'm opening up OBS settings. I'm gonna go back down to 5,000 kbs. Okay, that's not 50,000. That's 5,000. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. I don't know, because my CPU is getting high up there. So that was a problem too. But and Midway's here. Let's get Midway's opinion on this while he's here. Phantom Man. If he was a superhero, that'd be his nickname, Phantom Man. No, he is still the Hulk of Chicago. He's still the Hulk of Chicago.
I would
though.
say, Chief, you're gonna need more than a screwdriver.
And a mini flashlight. PlayStation recommends that, by the way. Mini flashlight.
You're gonna need at the very minimum for 500 gigs, 170, 275 for 1 gig, and you have to make sure it has a heat sink that meets the measurement requirements, not the thermals. They ain't thinking about your thermals. They thinking about the measurement requirements that they gave you for the space. The thermals is most important because you burning your stuff out. But that's not what's important here. What's important is the space.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so true. And like I'm saying, maybe you do know how to use a screwdriver, and we all do, and we've seen it. It's not difficult to fit. What about the people that don't know how to fit it? What are they gonna do? What about the people that don't know where that SSD goes?
People ain't used to spending $300 just for a freaking drive.
Exactly.
True, BSG.
I'm coming from the 90% of consumers for PlayStation, not the guys in this room, not the guys in the chat. I'm coming from someone's dad who doesn't play games, who's bought his child a PS5 for Christmas. Dad, I need more memory. Dad, I need more memory.
Hold on, I gotta say something. That's so metal.
It's a bit mental.
No,
Yeah. He's
mental.
going. He's going
Shout
with
out,
mental.
shout out to my brother BSG, Mr. B Shadows out in the chat. Thanks for coming through, homie. Thanks. That's my big brother right there. I like him.
Oh, big brother? You got a big brother?
I got a lot of big brothers. I got Lemon. I got a lot of big brothers. What you talking about?
Just joking.
Mm-mm.
Is this the right place? Is this
It
the part
is.
I'm supposed?
Yeah,
Yes,
this
it
is.
is.
What's up, Midway?
Hi, sorry for being late. Family stuff came
No,
up
you're-
as soon as I got home.
You got your
You're good.
family right here. Oh.
No, there's a first family and a second family. You're my second family. So the first family, I'm sorry, but it's like the favorite family. Sorry.
Gotta do what
Sorry,
you gotta do.
sorry, Potato Man.
Hi, Mom.
Hello.
There it is.
So Midway, we were talking about the SSDs in the PlayStation 5 and how
What
on-
SSDs?
you don't. Did you know about that yet?
No. I just like this whole week's been a blur to me. So just
Yeah.
remind me.
So I didn't post the topics in the chat this week. I overslept. Had a grown
You're all
adult nap. So what happened
Hey,
was
improvisation. I was trained for this.
yeah, absolutely with the Fanta. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Dragon Man. Sony made Microsoft look like a genius with its plug and play option and their pricing. Sony should be ashamed of themselves, and this is a messy issue. Yeah, it's a messy issue. They can't get themselves out of for sure. They're gonna need a whole new generation of PlayStation. But so Midway, basically, what's going on is that PlayStation 5 units can now take NVMEs if you're in the beta program for the software, right? You gotta sign up for the beta program, get the new software on your PlayStation 5. Then you got to go ahead, get a screwdriver, and they recommend a flashlight and do this at your own risk. Gen 4 SSDs, and you got to go ahead and open up your PlayStation 5, put the SSD in, close it back up, and you have to hope that it's one of the working ones because they said some Gen 4 might not work. You know, some Gen 4 might not work.
Well, you forget
Are we-
the only ones that are announced that work are these ones that are super over expensive for the average NVMe, and you need a
don't
heatsink
say.
that not only works but also fits in the bay.
Do they have partnerships with these companies?
No,
Because that's what it sounds like.
nope.
Are we
No
currently
partnership.
in Gen 4 right now?
There is no partnership.
Are we currently in Gen 4 right now? Or are we in a newer generation of SSD?
No, it's Gen 4. Gen 5 is going to be more expensive.
I mean, I felt like we kind of knew this was going to happen at the beginning. It's the beta program kind of makes me a little timid, if I might, because it sounds like, because every time there's a beta program or an alpha program or anything like that, you know, there's always a potential that systems might get bricked, you know, and there's been some Xboxes and programs in the past that's happened to, and you know, obviously they're able to recover from it, but when you have a constant kind of like shutdown of your console, it starts to discourage you a little bit because it's something new that obviously you're trying and you want to give feedback to the system. So I mean,
They got that covered, Midway. Didn't you didn't you hear? They said they're not responsible if it don't work, and then responsible if there's damage to your PS5. They're not responsible if you bought something and you got to take it back. They're not responsible for anything when it comes to this.
Yep. They're taking full responsibility to the consumer. This is like.
Do you see my face right now? Do you see my face?
The Hulk of Chicago.
Yeah. So let me
What?
just add to that. last week we were talking about last New World, right, from Amazon that came out on PC, and they blow up a couple of cards from EVGA, the 3090s. They all got a new card from the company immediately after they broke it, right? They sent email and they got a new card a couple of days later. And now Sony is like, no, it's not our fault. And good luck getting another PlayStation 5. Wait a few months.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe till
That's ridiculous.
2023
If my son,
because it's not going to be solved till then.
Literally says contact the vendor, the manufacturer.
and that's the manufacturer of the SSD,
Right.
because they're placing blame already because it's in their system. It's a foreign object, and they're just saying, well, it's not ours. That's ridiculous. To me, that's no. Like they bought your box. They want the best quality for that box. There should be some sort of accountability there to where, like, hey, thanks for buying it, and thanks for trying this. Hey, no, don't worry. If something happens, we'll go from there. But no, it's just straight up like, no, like that's not ours.
I'm actually thinking, could this not be false advertisement from them? If it doesn't work and it blows up?
Well, I don't think it's gonna blow up. I mean, you mean overheat?
I mean, overheat and
working?
shut down and stop working. Brick.
I mean, you remember the breakdown of the system itself. I mean, the heat sink belonged on a refrigerator, the back of a refrigerator. Like, that's how big it is, right? So I mean,
yeah, that's true.
Maybe overcompensation, or maybe now with an NVMe drive going into that system, maybe now it's undercompensation because God knows what temperature is going to start. I have an external Western Digital 2 terabyte hooked up to my Xbox, and it's got a case around it, but it's got ventilation and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, I got it too.
But that thing's still hot, like,
yeah,
and it's external and it's outside the system. So I mean, it's beta programs are kind of touchy in the first place because obviously you're the guinea pig of the whole thing. Mm-hmm. But like for them to like blatantly like this no, like if it works, hooray. If it doesn't, it's not ours. Like that's not good business. And I really hope anybody that's in this program speak up when and if their console decides to crap out on them from overheating and even and bricking from the extra software that's starting to run through it. So I mean, it's a ridiculous, man. I just got here, clowns, and I'm already upset. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Lemon in the chat says PlayStation is for the gamers, right? Laughing aloud, enough said.
Yeah, I hope they change the title for the players. That they.
I thought we were still waiting for greatness.
Yeah, waiting for greatness.
Yeah.
Infinite's making a joke in the chat too. He says PS5 might not have a great storage solution, but Xbox doesn't have games. I figured I'd say it before anyone else. Infinite, I see what you're doing there. Trying to poke the bear.
I do want to say to all those.
Enough said. Just get a Steam Deck and get a PC. That's all you gotta do. Then you're done.
Yeah. So what I want to say, like, for people that were always laughing, like the Sony the Xbox proprietary SSD you can stick in the back, the plug and play one, like it was $250 as well.
No, it's $220.
In Belgium, it's $250 in Europe. It's actually more expensive. We're paying $250. So yeah, for people that are like, this is entirely the other way around. People should. I hope they're gonna look more at Xbox for the new iteration. What they're gonna do. Just saying. I want more competition. This is not good competition.
See, the prices have got to come down because right now in over here, the price for the Xbox expansion is $179.99.
For us, it's $219.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $179.99 right now. So we're doing good.
That like there's both sides to it. So I mean, like the next time, Microsoft gets a third party to get a new expansion card, prices have to go down. It's
Well,
got to go down.
let's just back up, because I'm gonna just be honest. This is how much they cost, regardless. If you just go and buy one, just for your computer, this is what they cost, dude. This is it. This is next generation. You want performance, you got to pay for it. It is what it is. It doesn't. And the thing is, I'm just saying, at the very least, on this Xbox, you can plug in any external and play Xbox One titles off of the external.
Yep.
You can't do that at all on the other system. At all. You have no issues with that. And the problem is, and you're right, BSG, that is Seagate's price. However, we're talking about buying it at the regular price and still adding a heatsink to that. That does increase the price on its own. Even my Western Digital 850s have a heatsink with it, but you don't have to get it with the heatsink. So that's different. Since they have internal thermals to deal with that, like our typical boards do, we don't have to worry about that. And that's kind of the issue. Why didn't they at least include a heatsink in the bay? Since it is a size requirement, right? If it's a size requirement, why didn't they just have the bay etched out to a specific size with a specific heatsink, and then you're good to go? Why not?
I'm going to tell you guys something, right? So here in Florida, a lot of people, at least in this area, where I live, where it's still a little bit a mix of rural and then, a little bit city-like, there's a lot of people here where if the monitor doesn't turn on, they'll sell their computers at a yard sale because they don't realize that it's just a monitor, right? They think their whole tower is broken. So they sell all their stuff really cheap. So I'm going to go yard sale hunting, and I'm going to try to find maybe get lucky and get a Gen 4 SSD off of some tower. And I'm going to try it, man. I am going to try this in my PlayStation 5 and see what happens. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to play hot potato.
I got a
Literally.
potato next to you. And I say, don't do it. Don't. Just wait till it fully launches. And that they exactly tell you what to buy. That's my thing that I
Lemon, again, thank you, man, for that super chat, bro. And he does say something that is correct. There's not any price reduction coming no time soon. Gen 4 is not cheap, and these are current prices. People want it next gen. So here it is. It's pricey. Facts. Absolutely, man.
And you're talking about Gen 5? Gen 5 is going to be double, if not triple the price.
And Gen 4 is not going to come down anytime soon. No, it is not going to come down in price anytime soon. So imagine another thing too is people are taking a risk and they put this in, and who knows what's going to happen? They spend this much money on a Gen 4 SS. It's so wrong, man.
Well, it's not going to come down, especially when things are proprietary, and only one companies make it. They got the monopoly. So I mean. Once there's, like I said, with third-party development, I think they're going to start coming down in price.
But that is third-party, Midway. That right there on the screen.
But it's proprietary.
No, it's not. You could take that and put it in your
I'm talking about
PC.
I'm talking about the Microsoft SSD.
Even the Microsoft one, even though it's proprietary, it's still the same cost. It's the cost of the NVMe is actually normal price, dude. It's really, you go look up one of the faster ones. Look at a Samsung 980 or a Western Digital 850. It is exactly the same price, dude. And the thing is, I'm not trying to debunk you. I'm just trying to give you.
No, yeah.
The thing is, the only way the price will come down is if there's more there's no more chip shortages, and it's more than enough. And then PCIe 5 comes out and it takes off.
Yeah, that's not going to
Hey,
happen
Indy.
anytime soon.
Shout out to Indy in the chat. Just going through the chat right now. And Dragon Lemon says people barely have Gen 4 right now because of the price. It's a high-end situation. You're absolutely correct. And BSG said got donated a kidney and 2 weeks of blood just to buy extra RAM and expand your hard drive. It does feel like that, right? I mean, like it seems very exorbitant, and there's still people out there buying this from scalpers. You know, people are still out there buying their PlayStation 5 from scalpers like Flamish over there in Europe that's charging like an arm and a leg for their PlayStation 5s, like probably a couple €1,000, right, Flamish?
I would say 800 euros for a new one.
And it's broken.
800
It is
euros for a
broken.
new one is something that you can buy over here, but I sold mine for 685 with everything included, so I think that's a fair price.
That's not fair. It's used and you broke it. That's not fair at all.
Thank you, Fierce, for that 10 there. Sheba Dog shouting good luck in a megaphone. I don't know what
Not
that
broken?
means,
It's not broken.
but I'll take that as a good sign. Oh, only because Adam and Evil is awesome. Well, that's true. He is awesome.
He's all right.
Drag.
I'll do.
Another shout out to Lemon. Jeez, man, you guys are rocking it. Thank you so much, guys. We asked for this,
Lemon, you're
now
the
we're
man.
complaining. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Let's move along. Nothing to see here.
Except a floating potato.
We got
Except the
Burpee
floating
Spice.
potato behind the volcano.
We got Burpee Spice rocking it now instead of the vroom vroom vroom.
Wee, burpee spice.
So
That was
what-
my
so
old
what-
me. That's not
so
me
who-
anymore.
I
That
want to
was the
shift
old
gears.
you?
Who played the flight simulator?
Beep.
I played a little.
Unfortunately, I've not had the pleasure yet.
So
No.
I started the first tutorial, and you get achievements if you guys do the tutorial, guys, if you guys are interested in achievements. But then my first flight was Mount Everest. A lot of popping with that. I just want to say, like, I don't with other areas I didn't see any, but with the Everest one I noticed a lot more. So first time, it was like the first or second day on the console, so we'll see what kind of updates they have with it. But I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it. I flew through Chicago's skyline. It's actually real time, which is really cool. So I played it at night, so the moon was just coming up over the lake, really beautiful. My area for some reason was just labeled the county name. I don't know why they didn't have the town name, but they had the surrounding towns, so I was able to fly around there. But at night I couldn't find like the landmarks for my house, so I'm gonna wait till it's daytime, probably tomorrow, and see it like that. I flew over the pyramids. That was fun. That was really cool. I mean, I really like it. Hey, like they said, it is a simulator, so the flights are going to be long. So I mean, it's the controls are something to get used to. For flying a plane, you can stall pretty easily. So yeah, if anybody's interested, just small subtle turns, and once you start turning, that plane will always turn. It will never correct itself, so you got to correct it yourself, which hey, I love the realism. I love the soundtrack of it. It makes it like a nice, easy experience. I thought it was really fun, so I'm looking forward to playing some more.
Yeah. Well, I had a great experience on Microsoft Flight Simulator. For me, one of the big things that I got to do was I got to fly over my dad's birthplace in Italy, which, I mean, I haven't been to that place since I was a kid. And and it was kind of like really cool to see like the buildings lit up at night, and I flew over like their big soccer field over there in Body, and I mean the coastline was just beautiful until I crashed into a ghetto. Because Body does have some ghettos,
That'll do it.
I crashed
That'll do
upside
it.
down between a ghetto there and some cars that looked like they were exploded. So, but I was thinking Midway that you would have taken a flight to the UK and
That was gonna be my next trip. All right,
Yeah.
that was gonna be my next trip. It was late. I just wanted a flight from like, let's say, I think it was like by it would be like by Northwestern Evanston to like Gary, Indiana. Yes, Gary, Indiana is like, seriously, it took like 30 minutes, 40 minutes to get there. Like, these flights are time consuming, and basically, hey, it's just enjoy the flight. You can set it AI if you want, but then where's the fun in that if you just want to basically sightsee and just look around. But I like to be the one controlling everything. But I mean, yeah, it's real. The next one will be the UK, and I know exactly where I'm going. South London.
I'll pick you up at the airport if you want. It's fine.
Nice. Wow. So you
There was
go
this-
see animated
there was this one
evil,
joke.
huh?
No,
There was this one-
I'm just gonna pick him up at the airport and drop him off wherever he needs to be. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Paris. Just flying in really quick. I like that. That alludes to flight simulators, which we're all flying in this game.
Seeing what he did there.
Yeah, I
Yep.
see what he did. So, Adam and Evil, you said you're gonna pick up Midway at the airport.
I'll pick him up, give him a lift, whatever. You know what I mean? Anything for a brother, it's fine. Drive him wherever he
There-
needs to be. It's fine.
Is that
There's a run it-
trustable though?
there was a joke I heard. It was this guy said I was playing Flight Simulator, flew by my house, and I looked outside to check for a plane. Like it, like that's the realism of the entire game. And heck, animated, we're definitely gonna be hanging out, so don't worry about it.
Cool.
Thanks, Indy. Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest thing for me in this game is that I've been waiting for it to come to console because I wanted the easier controls and all of that. And I thought it was beautiful, man. Like,
Now,
just pass it by.
sorry to interrupt, but when I was flying, I noticed that there were planes flying around me. Now, are those
Actual
people?
players. Yep.
Those are actual players? Okay.
Yep.
So,
Otherwise,
yeah, I
the
was-
sky is just nothing.
The good news
Wait,
is
you can crash into people?
Nope. You will
No.
fly. You will fly straight through each other.
Yep.
You can't crash out another plane. So
And if they're
You-
friends of
you-
yours, you can actually see them on the map.
yeah, you may well be in the same airspace, but you cannot crash into each other.
So there was one thing that I really noticed though, like when I was flying at night, the stars that they are amazing. Like it almost looks like you're almost looking up at deeper into the galaxy because you could see like the little like cloudy streaks of like stars and all that stuff. Like it was really, really beautiful. And I know Mama Rocks will get Flight Simulator as soon as she gets a Series S. Is that right, Mama?
Yes.
You need it. It's
I
an
know.
awesome experience.
We'll see
I
how
like-
long I last. If I don't crash the plane into a field.
I got a reminder like once a day to get a new system, just just to keep her.
Remind me once a day. I know.
The moment BioWare drops something that needs the new system, she's gonna find a way to get that new system.
Do you know what? The Series S is a capable little machine. I'm using it right now until I can get an X. I can honestly say, get one. You will not regret it.
I will get one. I just got things coming up like birthdays and stuff.
Whose birthdays?
Is it
Yours.
if it's your birthday, buy yourself it. It's fine.
No, sadly, it's not my birthday.
I told her, I said, for my birthday, get yourself the Series X, Series
There you
S,
go.
and
There you go. There
I will
you
be
go.
And
happy.
it's not going to
Job done.
happen.
Crazy
Done.
Greek dude in the chat's been talking, and he says that he was playing with his nephew online, and they got to fly through Colorado over his home, his nephew's home, the landmarks. Then they went to Greece together in the game, and that's really cool, man. Like, that's what I really love about this game. It's real-time AI, traffic patterns, night and day, and Crazy Greek dude, that is amazing that you got to fly over your grandparents' areas in Greece. That must have been really cool to do and get to see what it kind of looks like from the sky right now. And man, I can only imagine. It is just a great experience.
Yep. I mean,
after
flying by the ancestral home, it's got to be emotional, right? Like you said the same thing, Clowns. I mean, flying over Italy and stuff like that, and it's got to be
after
amazing.
after I fly over Mama and Animated's house, I'm going straight to Ireland, Cork and Galway, Ireland. I mean, I can't wait to do that.
Do you know what's even cooler, guys? You can actually use a drone when you
What's up,
go to
Invader?
the camera option. You can go to the far right option in the camera. You can actually use a drone to fly around to the ground, and your airplane can be stuck in the air, just paused, and afterwards you can return back to your plane. So that's even an option you can do. And like also Crazy Dude saying you can change the time at any point when you want, to from day to night. You can also have extreme bad weather if you want, and it's extremely detailed. But as soon as you get to the ground with your drone, I would say it's a little bit like it's
Pixelated.
pixelated. The houses don't always match up. It's more like printed on the ground at certain things. Like in my street, I flew with my drone to my street, and it was just a couple of houses, but all the rest were just printed on the ground. You don't see them from high up, but you see them when you get close. But it's really cool to actually recognize all the neighborhoods, all the streets and stuff, and see cars driving down the road. That's also something cool. So
Did you see
there's a
any
lot to love about
buses?
this game. No, but I did saw the bus station.
But no buses leaving the bus station.
No, no. But there's also challenges in the game. The game is extremely fun. It's not really game. It's more simulation game. Simulation. It's still a game, but it's more simulation. But the how they did all the stuff in the game, like how the air moves to your plane, how it affects every little detail, is so advanced that I can wait for the new Forza Motorsport that they're gonna bring out, because it's gonna have the same engine with the air and stuff that they're gonna implement. So it's gonna be really cool to see how they do that.
Flamish, is that a screenshot of your game in the background?
No, it's not a screenshot of my game, but I thought it was very appropriate for my flying behavior. No, but I love the challenges and stuff. Makes it really fun to play. And the last thing I want to say, I don't love this game with a controller. It's too complicated, and I want to play it too
What?
realistically to play it with a controller. A controller is fun if you just want to fly around and just want to fly around, right? Not doing anything
Right.
special. Don't use any lights when needed. Don't use any controls for like the radio and all that stuff. When you want to do that with a controller, I think it's too complicated.
Well, Flamish, let me tell you
Easy.
something.
But I
You
wanna
just
do it
said
realistically.
you feel the controller is complicated. The controller is easy mode. They made it. It's like they
Yeah,
made it super easy for
yeah.
controller. You just said it's complicated.
No. Sorry. What I meant is with the controller, it's easy mode. You can just fly around. It's all fun. But I love to be more realistic with the game. So I need a flight stick, or even a PC is actually the best
And
option with all the buttons.
this is coming from the potato that did not approve of Lemon's flight stick. It wasn't Flamish approved.
No, I haven't. I don't have the flight stick. I have another one that I had to solder because it didn't work on Xbox, which
That's
is a
what
shame.
that's what cracks me up about you, Flemish, right? You won't Flemish approve Lemon's flight stick, which works, but you approved your flight stick, which didn't work.
I didn't prove it.
At first you did. You're like, I got this flight stick. Remember? You told
Yeah, but
everybody.
I actually told
uh-huh.
Lemon wait till I test the game because I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Like I need to test this out. So I said to him wait, and I'm glad I did. And he's glad that he waited.
Plus, it looks like your plane is crashing in the background. I don't know
Yeah,
if you could
I
give
love it.
advice.
It's
I don't know.
nice.
That
It's
realism.
nice. It's a nice picture.
Oh man.
Air Force One, get off my plane.
A huge shout out to Timmy for joining us in the chat. Lemon says he's gonna fly over Sony's gravesite because all these Sony fans are gonna be walking the Walking Dead from the prices. And
Timmy.
yeah, Timmy is taking up the chat over here.
Timmy.
Yeah.
Timmy.
And the last thing I want to say for really traveling right now because COVID and all that stuff, it's really nice to actually go anywhere you want and just fly around and just look at all the buildings, look at all the culture and how it's all coming. Like it's so cool to go to all these the 7 world wonders. Let's say that, right? It's cool to
Disney
go to
World
those
and
fully
Disneyland?
detailed.
I can show you the world.
Shining,
Shimmering, splendid.
Cerebral Paul says to Flamish, I told Flamish what sticks work. He just ignored me.
No, that was after the fact. I already know mine. Like that was
You just
after the
keep getting
fact.
caught up about that flight stick.
But I
just want it to
did
be your
know,
idea.
After, yeah.
He said, yeah.
I played it on PC indeed.
He's like,
yeah.
I want it to be
and
my
I play
discovery.
a little bit on Xbox. I'm gonna play more for sure.
Six Slayer says, my poor ears never sing again.
What are you talking about?
I thought that was beautiful.
I thought it was nice and bassy.
Maybe one episode we should have like a Glee episode where we all sing about the topic.
A little sing off.
Yeah, I'm good for that. I'm good for that. I can carry a tune. Yeah, I can carry a tune.
I'll get some Slipknot ready.
I'll drink first. Makes me better.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to drink before that.
Okay, so
The
karaoke
drunk
night is that the plan?
I'm high on
Yeah,
life. I don't need
karaoke
that.
night,
Don't-
drunk stream. Woo!
You don't
Yeah.
need to drink for karaoke. You just need
Yeah,
the confidence
yeah.
to get up off your
Can we
ass
do that next
and
week?
do your best.
That's why they call it Liquid Courage animated.
Clowns.
No,
I
next
just
week
like
before
I
my
just like
operation.
soda. That's what I drink. I like soda. I like soda
Pop?
too much. Yeah. Pop soda, pop fuzz, soda pop, whatever whatever you want to call it. PK.
Would you like a can of purple?
No. No, I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
Yo, what's up?
So Flight Simulator, man. Like, any other thoughts on this? And and tie in any jokes about Flamish's flight stick if you want. He is selling it.
I mean, he's selling his PS5. He bought a broken controller. He broke the PS5. He's trying to sell it for higher than MSRP. I mean,
This is like Flamish economics.
Oh, with all the games that came with it, I think
I
it's
don't-
cheap.
I don't understand. I don't understand, but
So
it
hold on,
works.
let me tell you. I sold my PlayStation 5 with the black plates, which is $50, with 6 games and the charger.
Mm-hmm. And
I think
at
that's
first
fair.
he called it a special edition.
But how do we know the charger
Special.
even works? Like,
It's a
Uh,
Sony charger. It works.
how do I know that?
You don't know because you don't live here.
So you're
So
just
how are
taking
you even
advantage of people that live
questioning
here?
about if you know? Like that's weird. You don't have cameras here, do you?
I might.
He might have, because doesn't Belgium
You
have
never know.
public street
Got
cameras?
epiphany. That's why it's all going bad over here. Oh.
Really? That's what we're
No,
doing now.
no, it's fine, man. No, I understand. But I think I
Cerebral
gave a fair
Paul
price.
says that you sold the broken black plates for your PlayStation, and you
It's
charged
not
$50.
broken. I charged him $5 less because if the one piece was
You broke
broken,
it.
but still got attached, it's still fine. And you can still glue it back if you want to.
Glue it back.
Glue
But
it
I'm
back.
giving you the
Back.
piece as well, and I'm saying
Wow,
here, this broke
Flamish.
up. I'm
Do you know what?
sorry,
The-
but
the-
that's
I'm
why I
sorry,
said
but I'm
$5
not
less.
sorry. Here's some glue.
Yeah.
No.
You
Oh
can
my
save
God,
it.
you're all
Yeah.
taking the wrong way. I
You
will
can
not
save
be
$5.
single next time like this.
We taking it the
Jeez.
wrong way. That's what
Use
you
your
said.
$5 on glue, my brother. Use your $5
We're
Yeah.
on
taking
glue.
everything at
Oh my
face
God.
Yeah,
I'm
value.
not
We're
gonna
not
push the
even.
glue
boat
it
out.
myself. I mean, I don't wanna.
He's
I
not going to
don't
do it
wanna-
himself. He's going to get them to do it.
That's what I mean. That's
No,
why he's
no.
not.
I'm just saying it is.
That's why
he's
he's
the
knocked
broken piece
$5
as
off.
well.
He's knocked $5 off because that's the price of glue.
To buy the glue.
I'm just. Oh my God. I'm gonna stop talking. About it. Let's do the next subject. Clowns.
At least
Are you
Flamish was
on
honest
glue?
about his sale, right? At least he
I'm
was
always
honest.
honest. I'm always honest. That's my thing. Always honest. If I'm not honest, slap me.
Okay, Animated Evil, just slap him.
You just cheap to get over. That's all.
I'm not cheating.
I think
So-
I think Mama is closest to Flamish, so she can go across the channel there and slap him in the face.
Yeah, a big old slap. Flamish, Flamish, can we ask your girlfriend in English if she could slap you?
She's asleep.
Damn! There goes an opportunity.
Well, it is 2 a.m. in the morning now, so
Yeah, I forgot you're like an hour ahead of us.
Wow,
and
so
tomorrow
it's
morning
one
the mailman
UK time.
comes.
It really is, yes.
1 UK time, 2 o'clock Flamish time.
And 8
Belgium.
o'clock PK in Clown's time, and 7 o'clock Midway time.
7 o'clock midway time. Yeah.
Maybe I should put clocks underneath all of us, and that way I won't
Do
forget
it.
what.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. That
Like
would
the,
be
like the
awesome.
old reporter clocks, you know, like back in the day when they had the like in the newsroom and you see all the clocks behind them.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up and see if I can get something like that and throw it above everybody. So, I had a chance to play this game during a lightning storm that caused 4 blackouts.
Sweet.
Yeah, every 15 minutes. So we were talking about the
Even better.
Ascent. And what's up, Emmanuel A1? Thank you for coming by. He said, "Are you on glue?" I don't know. It is 2 a.m. Flamish time, so we don't know. But the Ascent came out in the Game Pass today. And a lot of people seem to be liking this top-down shooter. A lot of people are enjoying it. I know Flamish enjoyed it a little bit, maybe too much. Until Diablo 2 comes out, and then he's never going to buy another Blizzard game again in his life, he says. So Flamish, real quick, man, I know you played this for a good while. What are your thoughts on the Ascent?
So far I played till you get into the first hub world. Okay, so that's it. Let's say an hour, half an hour, 45 minutes. What I played so far is okay. There's no cover system yet in that part. They're all small enemies. There's no actual like gun upgrades and all that stuff. You do find a few key pieces. The game looks beautiful. We have a 4K screen with HDR. Looks stunning. This is one of the most beautiful games I played in the last year, I would say. Of all the games that came out, this looks stunning. So much detail, so much things that's going on. It's alive. Yeah, this is gonna hold me over till Diablo 2 Resurrection is coming out. Also, it plays like a isometric RPG, like Diablo, but then with guns. So it's cool. I love it.
So the
With the-
menu system, like when you can get something, press start and equip it.
Yeah, I think we played with 4 with Mav and 2 other guys. And
Thanks, Mav.
it was like when you press select, it's not start. You have to press select, and then you have all these menus. In the beginning, of course, you get your tutorial. Like you always have to press B and hold it for a little bit, but it's not so straightforward. I would say it's less fluid to equip stuff. Yeah.
I mean, at first it feels a little complicated because
Yes.
you think you can auto fire, and when you do that, you're gonna die a lot in the beginning. You're gonna have to manually hit the fire button repetitively to kill the enemies, and well, yeah, especially
If you press X from time to time, you reload. If you hold the fire button down, actually doesn't reload. You need to let it go to reload. And if you shoot again immediately after you reload, sometimes it reloads the second time. So there's a little bug in the game.
I will tell you this. I died like 5-6 times just holding that trigger button down, letting go, reload, trigger button down, let go, reload. When I started manually hitting the button, like I was doing really well. And a shout out to, Chef Rump, as we in the party chat when he's in there. He played a little bit of the Ascent, and he had some very wild comments about the game. Very wild comments with the game. Comments that Flemish would cry over.
Speak them.
Some of them I
one.
would probably have to mute half the word. So he was
just paraphrase.
The aim is terrible. The firing methods is ridiculous.
It's a twin stick, right? You got to use the right stick to aim, right?
Yeah.
How much did he play? 5 minutes?
5 minutes in, he was already like rage quitting.
Yeah, that's his problem. You need to give a game a fair chance. If you have not played at least an hour or two.
Did you ever play Spartan Assault? I mean, same thing.
Yeah, just imagine like Halo Spartan, right? The Spartan game that came out from Halo.
Spartan Assault,
shooter.
yep.
Yeah, like that. It's like that. But yeah, it's you need to give it a little. I mean, you cannot expect in 5 minutes in you got your cover system and all the systems down, and it's easing you in. It's easing you in.
Yeah, and there are breaks from the twin stick shooter kind of top down when you get to like the town or whatever. It kind of breaks down and it looks more like a city environment, but I really didn't play that much thanks to our rolling blackouts here in Florida with the thunderstorms. Every like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, power was going out, so that was disappointing. But I think I'm going to play more of this game, see if I like it. I'm not really 100% sure yet. I do know that, shout out to Kosha Engler, who we interviewed for the Battletoads interview. She did some voices in Battletoads as the reporter, but she also voiced the system in the Ascent. And now she's going to be in the Batman that comes out in 2022 as Mitchell's wife.
Wow.
So big shout out to her. She's retweeted some of her tweets lately on Twitter, and I can't thank her enough, man. She is just an awesome person, and I love what she does. She's very good at her job, and I'm so glad that she does what she does because it really makes games like this fun.
Yeah.
Midway, have you had a
cool.
chance to play this, or you've been busy, working, coming home?
Football practice, yeah, but I did not have a chance to play it yet, but I've heard, obviously I've heard everything about it, and I am going to be playing it, and it is a co-op game too as well, right? So I'd like to be playing with some of you guys. I'd rather do it that way than play by myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Mama, you gonna join in on this fun of the Ascent?
Yeah, I think so. We done it. Well, I say we. I didn't. Ames did a review on Season Gaming, which was really good. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I don't know if it's my thing though.
Oh, well, we'll help you.
Just be the backup. Be the backup shooter. Just
I'm always a backup.
Yeah, you need to be the backup because you're gonna die if you stay on the front. There's so many enemies coming. Jeez.
So I take it Flemish ran to the back a lot.
No, I was actually up front, like I always do. I was actually dying, and the horrible thing is, if one person's die in the 4-player cup, the whole party gets screwed.
Yeah.
Now, is there like a 4 characters? I'm gonna choose this one. You know,
No,
like
so in the beginning of the game, when you start the game up, you can create your own character with different hairstyles, different
wow.
colors. You can change your pants color. It's cool. And you can
wait,
have a
your
different
underwear
t-shirt.
in England?
What?
You said pants. Isn't that underwear in England?
No,
Yep.
pants. Pants. Pants.
Trousers?
Trousers? Yeah,
Trousers.
trousers.
If I'm in my pants in
Yeah.
England, if I'm in my pants,
That's a whole different ball
that's a
game.
whole different ball game. Seriously,
I thought
That's a
this
whole
was a
different
Zoom
ball game
thing.
if we're in
You-
our pants.
you don't want them to see me in my pants. Trust me.
I think pants here in Belgium. Sorry.
I'm in
Damn
my
Just
pants.
us
dialect.
Animated. It's just us. Very
Yeah,
unique
we're
breed.
we're learning our British humor through you guys. You know, we're learning a little bit here and there.
And,
Uh,
and the funny thing is, if you take off your pants in the beginning of the game, you get shorts.
It's, do you know what? It's all about education.
Not what happens then.
Education, education,
It's something
education.
different.
That's what Xbox wants to be, educational.
There you go.
Amen.
PK, any thoughts on this, man?
Yeah, I didn't
Interested?
get to play it yet, but I'm definitely want to play it as soon as I get a chance. Though, you know, we got a lot of games to play. It's a good problem to have. I got to finish Christ Tales. I still got Death's Door to play, but definitely already got the Ascent installed. So I'm looking forward to it. I like to turn my brain off and just shoot things sometimes. So works out for me.
And yeah, shout out to Christ Tales. We did a interview with the developer as well. But go on, PK.
No, I was just saying, you know, I haven't got a chance to play it yet, but definitely looking forward to it. That's why I pre-installed this like 3 weeks ago. So definitely was waiting on this.
Yeah.
Watched Skill Up play it. He said it's definitely worth. He would strongly recommend it. So I took that as, hey, I should at least give it a second look for sure. But yeah, I think it's exciting. It's exciting to have so many Game Pass games released in a week. To be honest with you.
Yeah. It's gonna go up from here, buddy.
And every single one of these devs, whether we interviewed them or not, they all stated that Microsoft and Game Pass has been extremely helpful and part of the vehicle to their success. So shout out to them and shout out for Game Pass for making a way for indie gamers to get their game in front of millions of people.
Absolutely.
It's
Just
really
imagine
cool.
your game goes into Game Pass, you already have 25, 30 million potentially exposed to it, you know? So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, I don't see a negative to this.
It's insane how good Game Pass is going and what they can actually achieve with all the games going into it. So cool. Like this is just
You're gonna have
one
to
of
start
them.
getting like a Monday game, a Tuesday game, oh, Wednesday game. You know, like okay, this because you stay on one game too long, especially in the podcast business, you're gonna get left behind a little bit.
Eh. Well,
if you have 15 hours to play games, Flemish.
Okay. Yeah.
You'll make time if it's that good. You know.
I missed the cat, PK.
Oh,
Speaking of
I
cat,
was
I do have
gonna do
another.
that.
No.
I do have another topic, but before we get into it, anybody else have anything else they want to say on the Ascent?
This is one of those games that has taken us all by. Everyone's been going, "Oh, the Ascent's coming! The Ascent's coming! I can't wait to play it! I can't wait to play it!" And I've always thought, it looks okay. not really interested. But having taken a little more interest recently, I cannot wait to play it. I was gonna play it this evening. I was hoping to broadcast it straight to YouTube and have a go on my own before I get some friends together and do it co-op. However, my laptop decided you're not doing anything with OBS, sir. So I didn't get a chance to play it. The menu music sounds nice, but definitely I can't wait to invite 3 other friends to play this and just go all in. And it looks really good. I think it was the deep dive the other day that the developers did with how they did it. I don't know if anybody saw that.
Did not.
3 or 4 days ago, the developers did it like a deep dive of how they made the game, why they made the choices they made. If you've not seen it, please do. The developers, I think it's a 12-person strong development team with outsourcing. Such a small development team, but the passion they have had in this project just beggars belief. It really does. If you've not seen the deep dive by, is it Giant? Sumo Giant? I can't remember.
Neon
What's the
Giant
name?
Games.
Neon Giant. I was thinking Sumo Giant. Yeah. It just take a look at that. It looks, honestly, the passion they've put into it, the difficulty they've had with making it, it looks so good. Yeah, that's what made me think I need to play this game. So I've got it downloaded. I had OBS all ready to play it, and my laptop basically said, "Nope, not today, pal." So unfortunately, I've not played it yet. Tomorrow, maybe tomorrow.
We'll play together.
Well, yeah, it's. I mean, it's probably a lot more fun with friends in multiplayer.
Oh,
So
yes.
I think that's something that PK is going to enjoy as well. PK loves playing games with friends. And speaking of games with friends, I do want to make a quick announcement because I got a press release for this today. But Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics made an announcement that Wakanda Forever, well, not Wakanda Forever, but that's what PK always says.
Okay.
Marvel's Avengers, the game Black Panther, War for Wakanda expansion is coming out August 17th.
All right. You okay there?
Yeah, I was just thinking my surgeries. I'm not gonna be ready to play yet. Damn! So excited.
But I am excited for this. I think this is going to be awesome. I think it's going to get more people back into the game. They are doing free play days off and on with this game. So I think they're trying to get the player base back up. But I really hope that this brings the people back. Because I enjoyed this game. I enjoy it. Mama, Evil, Midway, PK, Flamish, you guys going to hop in this?
Yeah.
I haven't got the game, so
I already told you that's the only time I'm coming back to the game. They put my character in there.
Are you gonna have that Panther with you? That's so cool.
Of course. I'm gonna do Black Panther. I'm gonna run through his story, and we're gonna beat up things because that's just Wakanda forever.
Do you know what they also added to the game for people that don't know? You can actually be the same character now. You don't have to be another character. If someone is the Hulk, you can be the Hulk in one party. So you can all be Black Panther in one party if you want to win.
Yeah.
There's only one Hulk here, and that is Midway Monster, Flamish.
He has to be green then.
Right.
Like I'm a potato, he has to be green. Maybe lose his shirt as well and get some black hair instead of brown.
He can't take his shirt off. I don't think we could cope with that. Well, I don't think we could cope with that many supporters once he takes his shirt off.
Oh yeah, and get some chest hair. Hulk has chest hair.
All them girls be going mental if he takes his shirt off. Really.
Well,
No.
that's the Hulk.
No,
I mean,
not allowed. Keep that shirt on, Midway. Keep them
I
girls
will.
away. All right, keep them girls away.
Yeah, I'm with you, Infinite. I rather hog Black Panther to myself. all to myself.
I'll be
so
Black Panther.
Nobody else can play him.
Everybody's gonna be Black Panther now, all at the same time.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be Black Panther when it releases for sure. Like until after the first mission, of course. You first have to unlock him.
And there's still no Spider-Man expansion on the other side, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I told them they better not bring out no daggone Spider-Man without Black Panther. He better be first.
Actually, Black Panther normally was released earlier, but yeah, we know what happened. So
that is true, Paris. Girls or guys equal opportunity.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope the next person is gonna be true. Miss Marvel or something, or
my chest hairs or something. Weirdo.
Did you say Ms. Marvel? Isn't she in the game already? Flams?
No, I mean Captain Marvel. Sorry.
Okay.
Or Doctor Strange. I really want Doctor Strange.
Isn't there a movie that's coming up with the Marvels? The Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel?
No, the Eternals.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
All I know is the campaign for Wakanda better be amazing.
I hope so. I hope
think they
put
spent
a lot
of time on this. I think they did because it's taken a while to release it.
I hope they also revised the gear a little bit.
In my opinion, they can't mess this up. They just can't. They can't.
No, this is gonna
You
be
said that.
They can't.
And then they release skins for Endgame, and then Thor doesn't have his new weapon. He has Nailmir instead of what's the one he had in Endgame?
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker. Yeah.
Yeah, the axe with the Groot's handle. Looks cool. They should have that in game as well. But I think it's not
that's what I just
possible.
said, Flemish. They literally took it away.
Yeah. Yeah. It's sad.
That's pretty bad. So, anyways, like they can't mess this up. Well, they better not mess this up.
Yeah, they can't.
I do want to say
can't.
Captain America Endgame skin really looks like Captain America. Like even the face, like you don't really see the Captain America they made into it. So that's something I'm glad of because I don't look. I still think his face looks a little bit odd to me.
Emmanuel says Outriders made Square seeing the green light.
Yeah,
maybe.
Clowns, is the Black Panther expansion campaign, is it right along the time that they were going to release it, or is it early?
They never really announced a release date. They just said it was coming before. So
but they said it was going to be the last thing, right? It was like, remember that thing that they had, like they showed all the campaigns and all the expansions. That was the last thing, right?
No, there's more characters.
There's supposed to be more content coming down the line.
Especially two new characters after this. That's what I've seen. But we'll see. I mean, Spider-Man still has to come out as well. I don't know why that's taking so long. Jesus.
I have a feeling it's got some sort of legalities.
I think they don't get the web spinning right. Maybe.
No,
we'll see what the character looks like.
They couldn't do it before Black Panther. That's just what it is. They've been disrespectful.
Well, I just can't wait for it, man. I am a Marvel fan, a comic book fan in general, and I still go back to this game once in a while. I just, something new in the game. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna bring more Marvel fans together, and I hope to see a lot of our Marvel friends from the Marvel Facebook group, Marvel Cinematic Facebook group that Paris runs. I hope we see some of them in this game. That would be awesome. That would be fantastic. But I have one last topic. Besides the poll in the chat of do you like Flemish as a potato, 80% says yes. The next topic that I have,
thank you guys,
is, and a lot of you probably did not see this earlier, but it is from the Anna Paruna thing.
Annapurna.
Annapurna,
Yeah, Annapurna. I tried to get them on for an interview, but they said that they were too busy at this time.
Yeah.
Because they made The Last Stop, which was really cool. So they're making this game called Stray, and you're a cat.
Yes.
That's the
You-
PlayStation one, isn't it? Is that the timed one? Or is that just,
Nope.
they did it on a PlayStation event. They showed it on a PlayStation event though. Nobody remembers that?
They did,
Yes.
yes.
They certainly
Yeah,
did.
they
yes.
showed it on PlayStation event. It's not coming to Xbox immediately. Will be after 6 months.
So yeah,
Or a
timed. It's
year.
a timed.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
timed
timed exclusive, which I'm a little bit sad of, but it's also playable on PC, so I'll be playing it on PC.
That's good. At least you can play it on PC. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's another reason why maybe you shouldn't sell your PS5 Flamish, and you should try to put in that SSD and see what happens, and then sell
No.
He's got to sell it. He's broke it.
No.
it. Yeah, he did.
It's already
Also-
broken.
Do you know what I'm the most excited for in the game? And I'm not joking. I was actually excited that you can scratch the couch.
PK, now would be a great time to be the cat.
So
Yeah,
don't know.
actually, you should be the cat right now.
I
It's
am
like
not a
the
cat, sir.
best time to be a cat. Yeah,
Can you hear me,
No,
Judge?
Judge. Yeah. I'm not a cat.
but it's such a cool game. There's honestly, I can think of one game that you actually act like a real cat in a game, and you feel like you're a cat. You look like you're a cat. And you do stuff that a cat would do if it's smart enough, of course. Like put your paw against something and push it over and stuff. It's fun. It looks completely fun. They got this little drone in the trailer walking around with you and do stuff for you. It's
Can you-
cool.
Is your weapon hairballs?
No,
Ooh.
no, your drone is your stuff, but I don't see a weapon actually. I saw a light in the trailer, but that seems to be a
They didn't
weapon.
show much in the
The trailer show enough me. Instant buy. Take my money.
Oh, how much is it? Did they say that?
Let me check.
Dun dun dun. Flamish is checking. I like how Flamish has changed his background each time we change the topic. That's pretty cool. I will
want
say
to
that.
give credits to Animated Diva for doing it first, but I love it so much with my
Oh, yes,
potato
he
head
did.
that I want to do it from now on myself as well.
what am I being shouted out for? What? I heard my name and what have I done?
Think for changing background first.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Emmanuel says that as a dog lover, he would be obsessed with Stray if it was a puppy instead. And I agree. I like puppies more. I like dogs more. But I think, I'm sort of interested in this. And I don't know why. It's really eerie that I'm interested in playing a cat game.
Well, it looks good quality, like good development quality. I mean,
Say I'm going to put my thoughts out there real quick, if you don't mind.
do it.
I first saw
pressure.
this. I first saw this on the PlayStation show, as Midway alluded to, and I thought, what the why would I even be interested in being a cat wandering around some shit streets? Why would I bother? Okay, that was my initial reaction. However, looking at, I've only seen the newest video, the newest release, this 4K thing they've done. Look at the world. The world is absolutely gorgeous. It's probably one of the best looking worlds I've seen. Forget that you're a cat and you're wandering around, but just look behind me. Who wouldn't want to live there? Jesus, it really. I don't know what it is that's dragged me in, but this video that we're showing now, it shows gameplay, which is weird to say that, but you're a cat. It shouldn't work as a game. It should not. But just look at the world. if you can watch the video yourself, the sound is absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know why. I don't know.
Annapurna. Sorry, go ahead. I'm interrupting.
I like clowns. I don't know why I want to play it, but looking at it and this video, if it plays like this all the way through, just count me as sold. It sounds good. It looks good. It's a platformer / whatever. Compared to the first video I saw, when I pretty much laughed at it and said, "This is stupid. Who wants to be a cat?" It's made it interesting. It's different. It's completely different than anything I've ever seen before. So that's why it's grabbed me. And the world itself just looks absolutely beautiful.
Oh.
Annapurna publishes a certain type of game historically. I mean, Last Stop, that Clowns mentioned, soundtrack is amazing. Even like the camera movement on each scene, like it's perfect. Like I love the way it pans out and pans around, and excuse me, but they I mean, obviously this is gonna tell some type of story about this cat, but they just love that storytelling, and I think they're doing it in a way that that's probably a little better than Telltale, because there's no like big amount of QTEs or like well, with Last Stop they definitely made it more Telltale like, but I think with past games, they're definitely, with the quality of the game, it's not just comic cell shaded, they're doing many different types of graphics and colors and all that stuff, like you see behind animated there. I mean, it's they're hitting right now. They're hitting lightning right now. They got lightning in a bottle right now with these games that have come out. So I mean, they're hitting on all cylinders, and they make it. It's definitely an enjoyable experience. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to, I don't have a PlayStation, so when it comes to Xbox, I'll definitely be looking into it and giving it a shot.
So I'm gonna give a little bit of a history lesson here, because most people don't know this. Like the games that
can we get a disclaimer first of any history lesson from Flamish?
So
I'm scared.
Actually, I do want to say this because there's a lot of awesome games that Annapurna actually released so far.
Dramatized, may not
like
have happened.
Outer Wilds, Edith Finch, Gogorogoa, which is a nice puzzle game. Donut County, that came out on Game Pass, it's also from them. Kentucky Road Zero is awesome. Gone Home is awesome. Maquette, that was on the PlayStation 1. Also the Pathless is also from Annapurna. And I'm looking at other games. The Unfinished Swan was also a really awesome game. Ashen, people loved Ashen. And Flower, which was a game that had to do with like flying around with pedals, or flower petals. And 12 Minutes is also from Annapurna. So Annapurna is an awesome studio. I wanna really put this forward. Like Annapurna is an amazing publisher. Sorry, publisher, not studio. An amazing publisher. They really got good talent that they seek out or publish the games from. And also there was one game that, where was it? Shit. Oh yeah. The creators of Stanley Parable and Gone Home actually made a new studio that they that also works for that Annapurna publishes for Ivy Roads and Ivy Road, and those two games are so phenomenal that I'm really looking forward to what they are making as well.
don't get my comments wrong, Flemish. I wasn't saying that anything was rubbish or anything like that. It was just the case of the first time I saw this particular game, and Apura is absolutely fire right now. They are brilliant, and the chat saying exactly the same thing. I wasn't saying they're no good. I was saying the first time I saw this game, I thought, what? Why? Why would I even entertain that? And it wasn't until like the last couple of days and I've seen this, and that's when I thought, Jesus, this is actually something worth taking note of. I was mentioning the game rather than the developer or the studio. Okay.
Yeah, I was not bashing you or anything.
I know,
Anime Devil.
I just wanted to make that clear. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, the first time you see this game and it was a small trailer, you don't know what's going on. You
No.
saw like this cat a little bit in the first trailer, and you're like, huh, what the hell's going on? But now you see the actual gameplay of what the game looks like and how it plays. It looks amazing. It looks
Yeah.
fresh, something we haven't seen before, and yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It really got my me jiggling.
It's captured your attention, and like it has mine, and you know you're now thinking this might be worth a game. It might be worth playing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a must buy in my opinion,
Yeah.
for me.
I agree with Indie Gamer in the chat. Annapurna and Devolver are both awesome indie-focused publishers.
Yes.
Devolver's definitely stepped up their game, and they're starting to put out a lot better stuff. So
best
I'm
game-
excited.
The best game from Devolver that came out for me
Their last conference
recently,
showing was hilarious.
the Carrion. Carrion was a game that I really
Carrion was good.
enjoyed so much. Just the horror genre, like spin around and being the bad guy.
So,
Does
as
it
we...
definitely come to Xbox? Sorry, Klaus.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Probably
Flamish
contextual obligations.
says it is after 6 months.
Okay.
Or a year. Depends. But probably
It's a
6
timed
months.
exclusive, so yeah.
Probably 6 months at least. We'll take it
Okay.
at that. Like every timed exclusive these days.
Is
So
this
yeah.
a game that you're interested in, Mama?
I'd play it, especially if they had like a dog expansion further down the line. That'd be great.
Oh,
It's a cat game. I don't think there's gonna be a dog involved at all.
What if
Oh,
what if
don't
you could,
burst my bubble, Flamish.
I actually don't
if you
even
could
think
add a
there's gonna be
squirrel expansion?
DLC. I
I'll take
honestly
DLC.
don't see, like at this moment, I don't see DLC for this game, but I could be wrong, of course. I would love
or
DLC.
somebody might mod it on the PC and turn the cat into a dog. You never know.
Hey, there you go.
Oh my god!
Give someone an idea.
That's actually a
So-
thing that could happen, yeah. What
The
mods can do these
the
days.
indie gamer in chat says it's a little ambitious. That's a little ambitious. 6 months. What is your prediction, indie gamer? Because when it comes to things like this, you're the guru in these things. What do you think? When will we see this coming to Xbox? Obviously, answer in chat. But if you're saying that 6 months is ambitious, are you saying a year? Are you saying 18 months? I'm sure we don't know. But Indie Gamer knows these things because that's his bread and butter, is it? He loves these indies and he lives and breathes them. If anyone hasn't, if anyone in chat's not checked out the Indie Gamers channel, please do. He's a good guy.
Are you
Shout out
saying
to him.
indie gamer plays indies?
Sometimes he does. He dabbles.
He dabbles. He dabbles in the indie prerogative. I mean, I could even see this game being a hit on Nintendo Switch, but they would have to lower, the resolution and stuff. But I could even see this game being a great port on the Switch.
Yeah,
looks
this is
really
gonna be
cool.
a great port. I agree. This should come to the Switch for sure. Like this would be a nice game on the go. And also, don't forget Steam Deck. If it's gonna be on PC, you can probably play it on Steam Deck. So
yeah, that's true.
why would you need a Switch then? Just
Oh,
joking.
Are you
Flamish.
are you starting up trouble, Flamish?
He is. He's
No,
trying to
I'm-
start up.
I'm a potato. I'm innocent.
So, I know it's getting late for everybody in the UK, and we've been almost 2 hours here. So I want to get the outros out there. But anybody got anything else to say before we go into the outros?
No. Except I bought some Gunpla.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Some what?
Gunpla.
What's
Model. He's going into modeling now.
Yeah. So I. Okay. Let me do this.
When you say modeling, when you say modeling, as in
What kind of modelling are we talking?
posing for pictures. Is that what you
Hand
mean?
modeling?
No. Okay. So Gunpla.
Underwear modeling.
Hold on.
Sound
Let
like
me
Gundam.
let me turn on my
Hands modeling.
let me do my stuff. for a
That's just
second,
how.
okay?
That's just what Japanese call Gundam.
So Gundam Wings has a series where you can actually build the models yourself. And apparently I can't go back to unblurred, which is weird. I don't know why. Jesus.
You're not
What
gonna-
else is
Your background's fine.
no, I can't unblur my background and go back to normal thing. Okay, we'll show it off next week then.
Okay.
Sorry guys.
Okay.
I go
okay.
back to potato.
So looking forward to it.
Go back to
Gave
potato.
up your identity, Flamish.
I know, now we all know what you look like. Jeez. You're not that
Right.
same guy anymore, you know? Remember from the other, that daily
know.
news bite show? That's not the same Flamish. I don't know what happened to that guy.
No,
You
I'm
lost him.
different.
But it's a real Flamish.
Yeah, the
Looking
real
like a hot
Flamish.
potato.
Can the real Flamish please stand up?
Please stand up.
Hold on. I got it. Yeah.
You just turned all of Belgium
got-
and...
Oh, no, no.
Oh, no.
Don't stand. Don't
What
stand
have you
up, it's gonna
done
hurt.
to your
What
camera?
happened there? You got...
What the hell's going on? Okay, no. Sorry, guys. This is horrifying. I'm sorry.
It looks like you have like 3 different backgrounds right now, all blurring into each other.
Yeah,
There you go.
there, he's back. He's back.
Why can't I don't work this anymore? Why is my non-background gone? Let me
Take it away, clowns.
Yeah, okay. So, Flamish, well, you go play with your Gundam models, as you call gunplay, and your background. We'll go ahead and get the outros done. I know that Mama has been up for a while. She probably wants to fall asleep and or play a game with Midway, maybe. One of the two, not sure. But
I'm going to sleep.
Oh,
Like,
see,
No.
I'm chopped liver.
oh, stop. You got me tomorrow.
so... What? No! Too late, Flamish! That ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. PK, quick! Where can people find you?
Definitely here every Thursday on 4GQTV. Fridays, I'm hanging out with the GRG people and family. And then definitely on Saturday, turn around and get into the Dragon's Den. Definitely come back and tune in. We always got something else to talk about. We got interviews and all kinds of cool things we doing over here in this part of town. And thanks for all my family and my panel members, everybody that's been here. Shout out to Infinite. Hope you all doing well, brother. I've been worried about you all day, man. Hope you're doing all right.
And I'm afraid to go to the next guy because he's probably going to show his Gundam model again. But Flamish, the on potato, where can we find you when you're not roasting yourself as a potato?
Well, let the people in chat decide if they want me to show right now or later. So you can find me on my own channel, Flamish, and you can find me here on 4GQTV. And as you all know, next week will be the last week that I'm gonna be on the show for a while. So then I'm gonna be retiring for a few months until I recover from my surgery. So I'll see you all then. Next week is the last time you will see Potato.
Health is important.
Aw. Yeah, health is important though. So we are gonna miss you, Flamish, and we all wish you luck on that surgery. I know that it's
We'll put a
little scary, but we wish you luck, buddy.
We'll have clowns put a potato on the screen, so you're with us in spirit.
Yeah, we
Maybe
can
have it
always
Maybe
screen
have it
cap
on your
it.
shoulder. Maybe have it on your shoulder, Tom. Little potato, like Jiminy Cricket. Yeah, little potato. telling you
Oh,
what
I
can
could
and
put
can't do.
Flamish the potato as my background, and he'll be dancing around my head
Yeah.
There
constantly.
you go. There you go.
We'll record the video together, clowns. to
Yeah,
release
there we go. Animated Evil, man, where can people find you?
Yes. Other than on this channel on a Thursday at 4GQ TV, the best place to find me and what I am doing at the moment is on Twitter, and you can find that at animated_evil. You will find my Twitch account, my YouTube account, and any other podcasts I'm doing. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here tonight with all the awesome panel. But more importantly, I want to say thank you to the people in chat, because guess what? They're the reason we're here. And all of you that are listening right now, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you so much. I mean, the support, the comments, everything while the show's going live is just fantastic. You guys always interact with us, help us laugh, help us make jokes. Sometimes it's Flamish jokes, but that's okay. That's always okay, right, Flamish?
Yeah,
You
it's
didn't
fine
sound too
to-
confident with that, clowns.
Yeah, I
I'm-
know.
I'm-
I was just seeing what he was gonna say.
I just love being entertaining. That's my thing. That's my jam.
You can hold up your Gundam model now if you want, while everybody
Okay.
else does their outros.
So
Mama, where can people find you?
So, you can find me on Twitter, that Mama Rocks, or on the Season Gaming Twitter account. You can also check out our website, seasongaming.com, and I'm here every Thursday. And it's been good being back. Thanks for chat. It's been good tonight.
Yeah. And I'm so glad that you're back from what they call holiday. We
My
missed you last
holiday.
week. Yes.
On holiday.
Oh, well, thank you.
And it's not holiday's not Christmas in the UK, guys.
It's not Christmas in the UK, no. It's your
No.
vacation.
No,
That's what
it's
we call
just a
holiday.
vacation.
We just like to
Yes.
come up with a fancy word for it.
They
Holiday.
have fancy words for everything. Trust me. It's
We
very
do.
fancy.
Absolutely mental, clown.
We,
Yes.
You know what? We can also call it annual leave. There we go.
Annual leave as well, yeah.
Annual leave. That's what we're
Bit of annual leave off for work.
I didn't
My
understand
head
that,
hurts.
but I'll pretend I did.
My head hurts. I think I need some ibuprofen.
It's ibuprofen.
It's ibuprofen.
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 But tomatoes.
Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen.
Do you know what? We
But
could
no,
do
it's
this all-
ibuprofen over there.
Tomatoes.
It's not. It's not.
Tomatoes.
ibuprofen. It's
Aspirin.
ibuprofen. Who?
Aspirin.
Who's told you?
Yeah.
Midway. Who's told you it's ibuprofen over? What? Who's told you that? Who's told you that?
Ibuprofen.
It's on the package.
America, because
Oh,
it's spelled on the bottle.
It's ibuprofen.
Bottle? The pills over
ibuprofen.
here.
It's
So
not, it's
clowns, get this.
ibuprofen.
Yeah.
Clowns, get this. So our ibuprofen has
Yes, ibuprofen.
acetaminophen,
Yes.
right? Hold on. Our ibuprofen has acetaminophen. That's the active ingredient that everyone talks about. That's can hurt the liver if you take too much, whatever. Well, they have ibuprofen,
No,
and it
no, we
has
don't. No,
and
we
it has-
don't.
and it says
No, we don't.
paracetamol is the active ingredient instead.
Oh,
No,
Wait, are you saying that's what they got in the
Midway.
UK?
Midway.
Yeah.
call it
They don't have
paracetamol.
Tylenol as
No.
acetylene?
Midway.
Paracetamol.
Yes.
This, someone's been
Some
full
bad
of shit,
pavements.
dude. It's ibuprofen. The same. as yours.
Ibuprofen.
Yes, it's whoever's.
There it is.
whoever-
Mama,
whoever-
look.
Whoever's
Guys,
been
I
telling
s-
you. Whoever's been telling you different
I
is a
say
liar.
it, ibuprofen.
Well, you're wrong.
You also
You're
You
not
also
north,
say-
I'm down south.
You're still wrong.
you also say British.
I'll stop.
Make it see it.
British.
Beautiful.
British.
Ibuprofen.
There you go.
EG.
No more No more product placement,
pavements.
Flemish.
You want to know what the French? It's blurry.
Right, Mama, say that word. That's on Flemish's screen.
I'll do it again.
Phonetically.
Ibuprofen.
Phonetically, sound it out.
Go on,
God.
Mama. Come on, Mama.
Ibuprofen. It's ibuprofen.
It's not ibuprofen.
So evil.
I'm gonna get tongue twisted
So
now.
evil.
Do you want to know it in English? Ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen.
Even Flemish is struggling.
Okay, thanks, Flemish. Stop with the product placement.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by Ibuprofen, e.g. that generic brand, whatever that is. Probably.
Nor
All paracetamol.
Fanta.
Well,
Yes.
that's Belgian brand. I mean, in Belgium is where the big pharmacies are. So
This podcast is not sponsored by any medical, drugs, or otherwise.
No.
Yeah, we're not giving out any advice either, even though Flemish keeps posting that picture. So,
If you have a
Midway,
headache, no.
the Hulk of Chicago. You're gonna have to start drinking like green drinks to see if you turn green. Where can people find you?
Well, I'm sure something will turn green, but actually it might be purple. But anyway, so Midway 8 Monster on Twitter. Thanks. Thanks for inviting me. I was a little late, and I'm sorry for the lateness. Great show since I've been here anyway. No, but Mama, I'm glad you're back on. I know I talk to you a lot outside, but to see you contributing and having a good time with all of us is always special. PK, my man, always with the tech info that some of us find lacking, and Animated Evil, my brother from across the pond, who just, by the way, guys, and he has said that he will pick me up at the airport, so I'm gonna hold him to that.
It's fine. Yeah.
Flemish, you hot potato, get better soon. We know, I'm saying it now, but when that happens, always speedy recovery and take plenty of ibuprofen.
All
Clowns, you
paracetamol.
the man. Clowns,
Whichever
we
you
need
rather.
to Clowns, we need to start playing some co-op games together as well, man. All right.
I know.
I feel we need,
I'll play golf.
We could.
Wait,
not
golf
with
with
friends.
friends?
Do you know
Golf
what?
with
No.
friends?
Oh no!
Yes.
This-
Yes.
Yes.
I played
When?
this with
When?
animated, and I
Whoa,
swear.
whoa,
we
whoa, whoa, whoa.
No,
Back
They
up,
play the
sister,
wrong
back up.
way.
lost it.
They
Back
play it
up,
wrong.
sister.
They play it
That-
wrong.
No, I hate that game.
That was not my fault, okay?
No,
I was in no way in control of that game.
no, I know
And
you weren't.
I
know exactly who it
abstained,
was.
Yeah, they
It's
play
just
the
not
Belgian
obvious.
rules version.
But yeah, I mean,
constantly
we got to
now.
start playing more, man. And
Yeah.
if I have to, I will. And by the way, Mama, I just ate a whole roll of wine gummies. So
Wine
like 'em?
gummies.
they
Wait,
were actually pretty
roll?
You
good.
think? Yeah,
Wait.
I told you.
A roll?
They're pretty good. A whole roll. I got another
You got
one.
rolls of wine gum? That's a wine gums?
No,
it was another
he
one.
ate the one.
It was like twisty ones, but it looked like this. It had twists at the end. But yeah, it was very good. Red's my favorite color, and it had a lot of red in it, so I was happy.
Same.
Back to you, clowns.
I have no idea what a wine gummy is, but we are not sponsored by that. But I would like to try wine gummies one day. I'm going to look them up on the internet and find out what they are. Maybe they will sponsor the show one
Come
day.
to the UK.
Maybe
Wink,
one
wink,
day I will send
Rocket
them to you,
Fizz.
Clowns.
Still looking for that sponsorship.
I will send them to you
I
one day,
think
Clowns.
me and Mama have to start sending our sweets over across to you guys. And you
To
guys-
me!
you
What
guys-
are you doing?
and you,
That's so
and you
fun.
guys and you guys have to start sending stuff to us. I think that's what we have to start doing.
We have to do this,
We already
yes.
started that.
Well,
Let me
I know
know.
one
I'm
thing
down as long
that
as it's monetarily even.
one thing that Flemish has really wanted a lot, and I'll tell you guys this. This is the truth. Hershey's chocolate. He wants boxes and
Oh,
boxes
Hershey's is
of Hershey's
so good,
chocolate.
Flamish.
Yeah, I want to
I've
test
tried
it.
it for the first time recently. It's so good.
According to Flamish, people tell him it tastes like throw up in America.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
It does
that's what
not
I
taste
see
like throw
online.
up. I can tell you that now.
That's what I see online. I do a superior brand in Belgium. We do have really good chocolate in Belgium.
You hear this? Superior? You hear this?
No.
guys?
Superior chocolate.
Belgium
I hear
chocolate
the superior, but
is
Belgium chocolate is
It
up
is
there,
good.
Yeah,
up
I
there
mean,
with
we're
the
not
with the
denying that.
Austria chocolate.
I don't know
So,
about that, but
Austria
But yeah,
chocolate is the best in the world.
do you like dark chocolate? Do you like milk chocolate?
dark?
Do you like white
dark.
chocolate?
No, dark.
Dark?
Yeah, the most healthy
Alright.
chocolate. Dark.
Oh, is
Okay.
that what alleviates your conscience when you eat it?
Well,
8 pounds of it in 1 week.
You're like,
No,
it's
no, no.
dark, so it's healthy, so I'll still eat it, even
Fine,
though it's
so
like
I'll
loaded
eat
with
more.
sugar.
Dark is more healthy, less sugar, and
In moderation.
and no cacao butter.
Cacao?
Cacao butter.
Cocoa.
Did he say
Cacao.
cacao like
Cocoa.
the moo?
Cocoa.
Cacao.
Moo.
Oh yeah,
These
that's
out-
how we say it in Belgium. Sorry.
Cacao.
These
No, it's
outros
fine,
have
it's
took a turn for the worse.
They
We're
have,
supposed to
yes.
believe them.
Well, I love talking about candy and stuff, man. Sorry, that's my thing. Except for Gundams now.
Yeah.
You know what?
And that,
The guys in the chat are thinking, okay, it's finished. Hang on a minute. Oh, it's finished. Oh, hang
Oh,
on a
no,
minute.
they're still
Oh, it's
here.
finished. We're still going.
Wait till next week. That's gonna be last week I'm on. It's gonna
oh
be
boy,
about
are
goodbye.
we gonna have a 5-hour outro about your Gundam and your candies and your
down.
bowls?
I'm gonna show all my. I bought
Yeah,
like
I'll have-
I
I
think
knew it.
11 Gundams at this time now, so I'm waiting
He'll-
for the all to
he'll-
arrive.
He'll roll a chart down and be like, okay, this is where I'm having the surgery, right
No.
here, and then it's gonna start. He'll have a wand and everything, and just pointing at it, and yeah, he'll let it last as long as possible because he doesn't want to leave us. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. I know.
I'm
I
a
know.
little bit scared. Let's say that.
So there's a
Don't
couple
be scared.
announcements that I have. Couple announcements, guys. So number one announcement is we have a new show on the channel called MCU After Show. It was the layout, the intro is designed by Graphic God. We have an intro for it. We also have a starter screen. So Graphic God has done amazing work for this channel. So big shout out to him. Thank you very much, man. And look forward to that show. We released our first episode about Black Widow. Second thing is, we just did an interview with Carlos from Dreams Uncorporated, who is a developer in Colombia, which was an amazing interview. He talked a lot about family life and what it's like in Colombia and different things in the game that relate to Colombia of Chris Tales, which was fantastic, by the way. And tomorrow we have an interview. I don't know if everybody knows this. I probably forgot to put it in the group chat. But Allison Packard is going to be on for an interview at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. PST.
That
So
sounds familiar.
we do need some people to hop in on that one. But she is awesome. Her IMDb list is huge. There's like 200 credits. Everything from Yokai Watch to World of Warcraft. Anything you could think of, she's probably done something somewhere. And she currently is on Instagram. She interviews different voice actors. She did a recent one with the voice actor for Spider-Man and Spider-Verse, who has done a lot of different voices in other places too. So fantastic guest. Can't wait. Really excited to get
Clowns?
to talk to her. Yes.
Was that 8 p.m. Eastern?
Yes.
Okay. 1 a.m. our time. I'll do it.
1, 8,
I'll do it.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
2 a.m. for me.
Awesome. Yeah, that's gonna be
It's earlier
gonna
for
be
me.
Really, anybody that's listening in chat, 8 p.m. Eastern, get in there because that is going to be an awesome interview. It really
Gonna
is.
be, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, Clowns. I apologize.
Oh, that's all right. She actually wants us to do a pre-recorded. So it'll be pre-recorded, but it will be fun nonetheless. It will be fun. And I had another announcement, but I forgot it. But you can find me on 4GQTV, as always. And, I mean, huge shout out to the beginning of the show when we had like 500 people in here. Maybe because we were
Nice.
talking about PlayStation. And then a lot of them dropped off after the next topic. But huge shout out and thank you to everybody in the chat who is still sticking around. We got an increase as well on the platforms in Russia that we stream on. We got more viewers there that are listening to us. I don't speak Russian, so I hope you have a translator.
Nastroyev.
Whatever he said, we don't sponsor. But thank you very much, everybody. Man, it's been a fun time. Great time hanging out with you guys, and hope to see you guys next week. See you guys later.
Play
Bye.
games. Have fun. Love you all.
People still stay happy.
I subbed twice.